Should we put my light? Should we put my light on? Let's put my light on. Ding! No, the light's not coming on. Someone's unplugged my light, guys. Hi, everyone. Hi, Deborah. Right. I am a bit tired tonight, but I'm going to give it a go. So it's Louis in the Southwest UK. I'm an avid, lifelong Elvis fan. I've always admired Elvis my whole life. And we are called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans Want the Truth. So if you're new to this channel, we are here as Elvis defenders. We have Team Elvis here taking care of business. Team Elvis taking care of business. We do four things. We have shorts, like little short clips. We have short videos, which are on my channel, and they go through all of Elvis's life and anything to do with Elvis for the last 50 odd years. And then a massive thing that has completely taken over are the live streams. The live streams, which we do 2 or 3 times a day. Not that long, really. We've only been doing them 3 to 4 weeks. But the new massive thing that has taken over are the phone lives. The phone lives. So, right. Sorry, my daughter's messaging me, which is typical because I've just gone live. So, hi, Linda. Now, today I think has been quite a big day for our channel with the members and the subscribers, because out of the blue, in the middle of the night, we have this message from Bridget Cruz. It could have been Bridget Cruz's colleagues, you know, that help her run GWS auctions. When I read the wording of the messages I'm receiving, and I have had another one, it does seem like it's from Bridget Cruz. So I'm chuffed that Bridget Cruz has reached out to our channel, our Elvis channel, Defending Elvis Presley. Fans Want the Truth, because I like to think that there's something different about our channel. Now, I'm not sure if you guys agree, but I do think that we have something quite unique, quite special, because there's a lot of channels, brilliant channels, you know, like Presley Mania and Rhonda and Tender, hi Finola, and Tender Loving. Is Shauna's channel called Tender Loving Elvis? Let's have a look. Let's get these names. Guys, while we're talking, what channels do you love? What Elvis channels do you love? So, Tender. Hi, so who we got here? We got Lily. Hi, Lily. So, let's have a look. What's Shauna's channel? Let me just get it right. I've only got to type in Shauna and it comes up, doesn't it? Let's have a look. And I don't really know the history, but I think Shauna and Rhonda once had one channel. Is that correct? And then it became 2. So let's have a look. So, I mean, guys, I've told the kids to stay upstairs with their mum and their brothers and sisters. Who knows? Who knows? Fingers crossed. That's my phone. I'm not sure where your phone is, but you can take the other one. Which one? Let's have a look. 1 second, guys. Where is the other one? I'll go, Mum. Will she let you? Maybe. All right, I don't know. But I remember I'm doing a live now, so I don't know why your phone's not down here. Right, okay, we've got to be quiet now, you little monkey. I've been out with the kids for hours and hours. I need peace. I need peace and quiet. All I want, guys, is half an hour. Half an hour peace. That's all I want. This is what happens when you have kids at my age. You need a break. So let's have a look. Just quickly check the comments. I can see how. Right. Yeah, I mean the comments are working here, guys. The comments are all working good. So yeah, so Shauna's channel is called Tender Loving Elvis. Both of them have mentioned our channel, and guys, if you ever go onto these channel, Rhonda's, any Elvis channels, always mention our channel. I think it's good to get the name Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. The shortened version of our channel is just Defending Elvis Presley in it. I think as soon as you say to anyone Defending Elvis Presley, they know what you're talking about. If they've got a general knowledge of the Elvis channels. Now you've got Rare Elvis photos, but I've noticed that if a comment on Rare Elvis photos is posted, he deletes them. So how can I say it? I love all Elvis channels, and there's no. I'm not competitive. I welcome all Elvis channels. If an Elvis channel is good, whether it be Rhonda's or Shauna's, I'll always talk about it. I'll always promote it because I just think we should all help each other. But I do think some of the channels are quite cagey and are not so inviting. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, guys. Do any of you guys have a favorite Elvis channel? So we got Chillin' Canada. Chilling in Canada. How are we? I'll have my water to you. We've just had doner kebab. Do any of you have doner kebab in your country? Doner kebab. It's lamb meat. Are any of you sat here now with a glass of wine? I'm teetotal now. Obviously, when I was a DJ, I used to drink, but I am now teetotal. But when I go on holiday to Spain, I will have a drink. Presley Mania is great. Her channel is brilliant for documents, but I will say this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I find reading documents boring. Boring. Sitting here holding a document, going blah, 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 blah. Boring. Boring. I would rather see the highlights. Like when I read out, what was the documents I read out? I think it was the Barry Siegel lawsuit with Lisa Marie Presley. I found a site that just said all the highlights. Even the thing with Priscilla and Lisa Marie, what was threatened and what was agreed. I just read out all the highlights. Documents bore me. Deborah, that'll do it. Now, Deborah, you can get the documents. You can go through them with your lawyer background, yeah? And just get the highlights. And then we only have to listen to the highlights because a lot of stuff is boring. Right, you like to, yeah, Tender Loving Elvis, she's funny. Hi, Joy. I hope you're well. I haven't seen you for a few days. I hope you're well, Joy. Hello, Louis. All's well. It sounds like Riley isn't helping out Grandma. That ought to tell something. I watched several Elvis vloggers. So Riley isn't helping Grandma. Do you mean, Jill, do you mean helping her with what's just happened with the countersuing, or are you talking about the auction thing that's happening that was announced by NBC? Let's have a look. It's okay, chilling in Canada. Tell me your name. I've forgotten it. I always forget names. I'm calling Florida to see what I can get. Yeah. Right, one sec, guys.
Can you find my phone?
No, I don't have your phone. You must have put it upstairs.
No, it's
But
not.
also, you've got no clothes on. You need to go upstairs.
But it's not upstairs.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to go sit with Mum because I'm doing it live. Stop going to listen to me. Deborah said hello. I know, but just go and ask Mum if she can use your phone, or find. Where's the black phone?
No, but Mum said
One second, guys.
we have to have a shower first, then we can go with them.
Yeah, that's fine. But at the moment, Tino, I'm just going to check there's no phones here. At the moment, Tino, I don't have your phone. 1 second, guys. You can try plugging that upstairs, but I don't think it works.
No.
It's not here. Where's? Oh, there it is. Use that one. That was working. That's all we got. Your what? I'll put it on YouTube for you. Yeah, it takes upstairs. This one definitely works. It's working now. Look. Take it upstairs. Yeah, go sit with John. Actually, no, John is not here. You can sit over here. Actually, I know. You can sit with Talia. Right, go upstairs. Mum will put Roblox on for you, okay? Oh, yes, we're going to struggle. Well, he's lost his phone, so... Anyway, let's get back to basics, man. Right, where are we? Yeah, he is adorable, but I do need just 45 minutes so I can do my thing. So how many of you are sat there with a coffee or a tea or a glass of wine? He loves his bananas, man. So we're talking about a book. Someone's been... All right, you've been out reading Elvis, What Happened? I've heard some parts of it pretty good. I think a lot of it does not talk about the drug taking. But isn't there just one chapter that goes on about that? Yes, we were going to get onto that, Nadia. So do any of you know that Bridget Cruz messaged again? It was quite a short message. I'll tell you what the message was, but then I want to go back to the beginning of the messaging. Right, let's just see if we can find these messages. So, oh, Shauna gave me a heart. Come on, Shauna, you can do better than that. Give me a comment. Well, she hasn't, I'll tell you what, she hasn't deleted my, because I went on Shauna's channel and told her that I loved her program. And I posted a link to my Bridget Cruz video. And she hasn't removed it. That's good, isn't it? So, and then let's have a look. So let's just check on Rhonda's. Rhonda, Shauna, we're just having a bit of fun. Let's go on to Rhonda's and just see if... I'm just interested if my comment was removed. I do think we should spread this channel around. I do. I really do. I know that... let's have a look. So if I click on the comments... Oh, no, she hasn't removed it. That's good. Now Elvis Rare Photos, he removed it. So... right, anyway. Okay, let's go. Put a few drops of fresh lemon in water, Joy. All right, so or at 30 degrees. I'm right. Oh, right, it's hot. You're having a coffee. All of you are drinking coffee. Cookies and milk. Cookies and milk. Come on. No alcohol then, guys. No one having a glass of wine. Right, let's get back to the comments. So, Bridget Cruz messaging. So we may as well milk that. So let's just try and find the comments. I mentioned the Priscilla movie in one of my videos that Bridget Cruz had helped with the Priscilla and also had put the idea for the Priscilla movie to Sophia Coppola. I just mentioned it in passing, really. And she's replied to that comment. She's replied to that video. Only a short reply. I'm so pleased she did reply. Yeah. And she says, the original Priscilla film deal was orchestrated by Barry Siegel. Our team did everything we could to protect images, honesty, and accuracy. I repeat, the original Priscilla film deal was orchestrated by Barry Siegel. Our team did everything we could to protect images, honesty, and accuracy. Now, I mean, I think that comment is very telling. Very telling. Now, guys, I think we're going to have to talk about Barry Siegel and Lisa Marie Presley and Priscilla and the deal that all went pear-shaped and the lawsuit that Lisa Marie launched against Barry Siegel. I think it was around 2015. I think at this point, everything went wrong for Barry Siegel and he dropped off. And I think at this point, Lisa Marie was fuming at Priscilla. And I think this caused Priscilla to sell a home to try and pay back Lisa Marie. Now, I don't know this for definite. It's all hearsay, but I do think we're going to try and find that in a minute. But not yet, because I think we should still discuss this one point and then the other comments we've had from Bridget Cruz. I do want to thank, if Bridget Cruz watches any of this, thank you for reaching out to our channel. You have made the effort to reach out to us and give us some information that we wouldn't have had if you didn't do that. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm full of respect. So I just want to discuss the points that you've raised in your comments. That's it. Now I'll just quickly mention this one. Let's have a look, and then I'll read some comments. But so I'll just say it again. The original Priscilla film deal was orchestrated by Barry Siegel. That is Bridget Cruz's words. Our team did everything we could to protect images of honesty and accuracy. A great answer, yeah? And I think that was in reply to me saying, oh, I wonder, did Bridget Cruz have anything to do with the making of the Priscilla film? Did she approach Sofia Coppola with the idea to make the film? Because we don't really know whose idea was it to make the Priscilla film. Was it Priscilla's idea or was it, well, we don't know. But suddenly thrown in the hat is Barry Siegel. Now, we all think that Barry Siegel fell away years and years ago, around 2016, and obviously took himself away from Elvis Presley Enterprises. Now, does this mean that Barry Siegel, behind the scenes, is like that with Priscilla? Are Barry Siegel and Priscilla still very close friends? Now, remember, there was a massive falling out between Barry Siegel and Lisa Marie took out a lawsuit against Barry Siegel and won it. Yeah. And there was a hell of a lot of money involved. I think there was hundreds of millions embezzled that left Lisa Marie Presley with only $14,000. Devastated Lisa Marie and brought Lisa Marie to bankruptcy. Now, shame on Priscilla. This is how I see it, guys. And I'm not trying to hate on Priscilla. But this one little comment that says Barry Siegel orchestrated the making of the Priscilla film. So we're just guessing that he approached Sofia Coppola with the idea. But what I'm trying to say is this. If Priscilla Presley and Barry Siegel are still buddies, rubbing shoulders, knowing what we all know about the lawsuit that rocked Lisa Marie Presley's world, then shame on Priscilla. I have to say that, if it's true, in our opinion. Now, what do you think, guys? What do you think? I put it out to you just for a second. Joy, I actually really like Elvis and the Beauty Queen. I think it's really good. With Don Johnson. Really good film. And the girl that plays Linda Thompson is excellent. It's just a bit blurry. Right, let me just double check the comments. Riley is rich and doesn't help out grandma financially. Makes you wonder why. On Facebook groups, I think after Priscilla took Elvis back to court, it worried him. So many depends on him. Internet is going wacko. Let's have a look.
Daddy, can you write clothes?
Right, close.
Yeah, clothes.
Okay, but you got to let me do this live, man, because I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
No.
And what are you actually watching? What are you on? Which app are you on?
Roblox.
Roblox. Where is it? It's disappeared. Right, there we are. Do you want me to write? What do you want me to write?
No clothes.
Clothes.
No, let me show you. Not that.
Not that. That one, yeah?
Yeah, clothes.
So is that working now?
No clothes.
So you want me to write clothes?
Yeah.
Are you going to strangle me as well? Right, not too tight. Right, is that the one? Right, okay. Now, Nick, take it up to Mum to do. Let me finish this. You got to get Mummy to do it now because I'm never going to finish this if you don't let me. Right, let's have a look. It's all right. Where were we? So we were. I wish someone would get Billy and Joe Smith, Sam Thompson, and Linda Thompson, and others still alive and make a true movie. Yeah, the people that Elvis actually liked. Let's go back. When did discussion for the movie start? I always thought Priscilla Presley Partners was made to help Priscilla out for being broke, and the movie was part of it, which actually still is possible. I do believe that Priscilla thought that movie, the Priscilla film, was going to do a lot better. Someone told me that I think the Baz Luhrmann film did something like 280 million. And the Priscilla Presley film did 33 million. There's a big difference. Let's have a look. I thought Barry Siegel was long gone as well. So I'm just going back on the comments. Yeah, Priscilla was executive producer. Barry Siegel was fired, but I think he took himself off because he was in a lot of trouble. Right, let's just keep going. Let's just see if one of you guys are messaging. Let's have a look. It's okay. Right. Where are we? Right. Okay. Let's try. I want to try and find this comment, and then I want to try and quickly look at Barry Siegel. Let's see. Let's give it a go, guys. Where are we? Okay. We go to comments. So, one of the subscribers messaged me to say that the comments had been deleted, but I didn't see that. If anything, Right. Oh, the dogs are barking away. Someone's at the door. Right, let me just let my son in. I'm just trying to see if that comment has been deleted. Right. Quiet. Right, now I'm doing the live. I'm back. Okay, so I think I found the comment. I want to go through it just one last time, but I want to just read it through more fluidly without interrupting it. So I think it will come out better. So quickly check your comments. Okay, so we received this comment 17 hours ago by Bridget Cruz. There are FAA documents that prove EP owned the plane and that the plane was in his name. We truly care about the legacy of Elvis. We do more research than what is ethically required according to industry standards. We love the Elvis fans, and all of the research we do is because they inspire us with their love and passion. NBC cut the interview, but I actually have a recording of the entire interview. NBC cut out the factual portions that explain everything. We also have Dropbox links readily available, which I want to look that up, guys. It might be on the GWS auction site, so I was going to double check that. That was shared with NBC ahead of the interview, right after they left Graceland. So I'm guessing when the filming was done at Graceland, and verified letters of authenticity and multiple letters of authenticity in some cases. On every single Elvis item that we have ever sold, we gave this to NBC and they did not air that. We have been in this space for 15 years and we have never been sued over selling a fake Elvis item. Graceland's Auctions is no longer in business, but we are still here for a reason. We also want fans to know that we only ever sold items from private collections and nothing directly procured from Graceland. We work for the fans and collectors, not Elvis Presley Enterprises, period. P.S. I like your puppy and your son is adorable. Thank you, Bridget. That's very nice of you to say. And my dogs are a nightmare. They drive me mad. My son is a nightmare. He drives me mad. Right. So, do you know what? When I read that comment, I just hear, we love the fans, we love the fans, we love the fans. I just keep hearing that. We want the fans to be happy. That she's trying to put the fans at ease. Now, do you hear that? When I read that out, do you get that? Or do you think I'm just ass-kissing Bridget Cruz? What do you think, guys? Priscilla, yeah, I agree. It's different. You know, Priscilla saying she thinks that that item is genuine. That's not good enough, is it? But especially if she wasn't there, because at the time they had divorced. Yes, we've heard about Biden, guys. Your president, he's not running for the next presidency. My brother texted me saying, did you know Biden's giving up? A lot of Americans on here. What do you feel about that? I know it's not Elvis, but does that guarantee that Trump's going to win? Don't worry, Malty. I only found out about half an hour ago. Yeah, I'm in the UK, so Joy, you see it differently. But who do you want to win the next presidency? Who do you want to win, guys? I'm not political. Just, what do you reckon? And there's no other candidates. That is unbelievable. Hi, Richard. I respect you and your opinions, but I will say this to you. This channel is called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. So there's no way that we're going to not talk about Elvis Presley because he's died. We're going to defend his image, his legacy, and his reputation. And we are going to be loud and proud and shout it from the rooftops because Elvis deserves it. Elvis deserves it. But I can see, Richard, that it grates on you a bit, but we're an Elvis channel, my friend. Right, let's have a look. We need President Trump back from America to get back. I was paying 1.64 cents for gas, and now it's $4. When Trump was president, 5 dozen eggs. And now the 17, Trump all the way. There's not enough choice. Chloe, Elvis Presley. Yeah, Elvis for president. Yeah. Chloe, you're funny. Richard, we want his name cleared from all the stuff about him. Yeah. Why should, because Elvis has died, why should it be allowed that his image and name has been massively tarnished by books like, not this, by books like this, that are written 7 years after his death, that make him out to be something that he's not? And then what? We're all just going to be quiet because he's dead and let him rest in peace? I don't think so. And then we've got so many other books that are written about Elvis in a derogatory way, and even movies and TV series that say very negative things about Elvis, painting him out to be some kind of paedophile that takes drugs. I'm sorry, no. He deserves better. He deserves better, and we're going to give it him together. Us here on this channel and hundreds of other channels, because we ain't the only channel defending Elvis Presley. If you look at the comments on most Elvis channels, they are all defending Elvis in the comments. They've got a lot to say. Of course, they've got a lot to say about Priscilla as well. And I don't blame them. So, no, I am loud and proud to defend Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Right, let's have a look. That's very true, Joy. Joy, I agree. President Trump loves America. As from a British guy looking to America, we feel, I feel as a British man that he should have won the last presidency, and that he was conned out of it. But I'm a UK guy. I'm not politically minded. That's just how it came across in the UK. Right. Trump might be good for America, but I'm not sure he's good for the world. But he's not trying to be good for the world. But saying that, many would say that if Trump had stayed as president, the Ukraine war may not have happened. He says it. He sure was, Joy. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, let's have a look. So, we're reading the comments. So then I have basically said back to Cruz, thank you so much for the information. I will let everyone know on our channel. Is this Bridget? I was digging and fishing just to see if it is Bridget. I actually think it is. And then she writes, please review the contracts in the public filing of the FL lawsuit. 80% is wrong. So Priscilla is saying that it was an 80-20 deal in Bridget's favor. She's saying that's wrong. I'm going to finish soon anyway. I'm not going to do it much longer. I'm a bit too tired tonight. So we've had a few comments. Now, the big thing that stands out to me, I'm just trying to see if there's any other comments on this particular bit. Now, the bit that stands out to me is Bridget saying that it was Barry Siegel that was responsible for the making of the Priscilla film. That pushed my button, that did. That made me think, so Priscilla is still friends with Barry Siegel after everything that happened? Or was Bridget Cruz talking in past tense? Is it an old idea that was shelved and then brought back around 2020, whatever it is, and then Barry Siegel and Priscilla pushed this idea? So all right, so Shauna's going to do they will, what? They Shauna and Rhonda and Elvis Rare Photos and Elvis I'm the Man. Elvis is the Man. They're all going to do this with Bridget Cruz. They're all going to do it because all of us do it. We're waiting for something new to come out, and then we want it on our channel. Yeah, she makes little shorts, doesn't she? Just telling people what she's going to do. But obviously, we did it first here. You know, I'm not boasting that we did it first. I'm just saying we did it first. Anybody watching? We did it first. That's just me being funny. Yay, double Louis on TV with the black hair. Someone said in the live stream that I've got a wig on. Oh, God, that's funny. I think the wind was blowing, wasn't it? And it was like, they thought my hair was going to blow off. Then the other guy that went, my mouse, I've lost my mouse, and he's caught in a trap. I just thought that was funny. It's such a simple joke. I just thought it's funny. Yeah, so Sean has already been on talking about it. I love all of these channels. I love them. We've all got the same interests, haven't we? We're all trying to. It's funny because I started off by making lots of shorts and videos talking about Elvis's life. But then what happens is the more you get into it and you get past the singing and the movies, you start then digging into the behind the scenes stuff, like the lawsuits, yeah, and Lisa Marie and Elvis Presley Enterprises and Barry Siegel and Jack Sodden. You start going behind the scenes. And then I think you sort of get a bit addicted to it, and then you're trying to dig then, trying to find new things. So I wanted to just quickly just see if we can get anything up about Barry Siegel, read that, and then I'm going to bed, guys. Barry Siegel, just see what comes up. Well, we have a great picture of him. Da, da, da. Now, I have no idea how he managed to, he's 74 years old. Barry Siegel is an American journalist. He is a former national correspondent for the Los Angeles Times who won the Pulitzer Prize for feature writing in 2002 for his piece, A Father's Pain, A Judge's Duty, and A Justice Beyond the Reach. But I wonder... But I'd like to know how he got involved with Elvis Presley Enterprises. So I'm on his thing here now. Let's just see if it mentions it here. No. So we'll go a different way. We'll say Barry Siegel and Lisa Marie Presley. Let's see what comes up. So it shows them pictured together. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Exclusive. Lisa Marie Presley claims her ex-money manager lost her $100 million trust fund left to her by Elvis with reckless and negligent investment while paying himself a salary of $700,000. So he wasn't even an owner then. He was a manager. So he managed it. I know that's not very clear. Who are we talking about? 74. All right. Oh, I see what you mean, Barry Siegel. Right. It's probably an older picture anyway. So let's just read it. So let's read the headlines. It says, Lisa Marie Presley blasts ex-money manager Barry Siegel in new court documents filed at Los Angeles Superior Court. She's accusing Siegel and his firm of running the $100 million trust fund her father set up for her into the ground and just leaving $14,000. I mean, that's shocking. Why was he the manager? While in charge of the fortune, Siegel paid himself an annual salary of $700,000. Presley, who also claims that Siegel was reckless and negligent, with his investments. He obviously was. Instead of telling Presley the truth about the investment, Siegel covered up the dire straits of her finances, Presley's lawyer says in court documents. So he even tried to cover it up. Siegel is countersuing, insisting that Presley squandered away her fortune because of her uncontrollable spending. And I will say this, guys, as before I got into my channel, I had heard that Lisa Marie had squandered her money. I had heard that. A lot to do with the divorces. Now, what is the truth? What is the truth? She probably did get completely ripped off Finola. I'm just looking at... Now we're talking about my hair, my black hair. Well, I like it. I'd rather it be like this than all patchy and grey. I'm just reading your messages. Dr. Phil. I'm not really... I've heard of Dr. Phil, but I don't think I've ever watched him. Right, let's have a look. So we got Lisa Marie Presley's ex-money manager paid himself an annual salary of $700,000 while he was losing her $100 million fortune. Now, how can you lose $100 million? Elvis's daughter claims. I mean, that's a crazy amount of money. Barry Siegel enriched himself with exorbitant fees, blasts 50-year-old Presley in a new court document filed in Los Angeles Superior Court in a lawsuit against Siegel and his company, Provident Financial Management. She is accused... All right, we've already read this. Why do they keep repeating the same thing? Yes, he spent all the money and she was only left with $14,000. Right, we've read that bit. Now, come on, let's have some proper info. Siegel is countersuing, demanding $800,000 in damages and insisting that Presley is squandered away her fortune because of her uncontrollable spending habits. Now, isn't it pretty standard now in America? If you get sued, you countersue. Isn't the point of that to get people to settle? Isn't that the whole trick? But who gives someone that kind of power? You know, it's a bit like Priscilla now has just given Bridget Cruz power of attorney with these contracts that she signed not long ago. It's like, what's the matter with these people? These are experienced business women. I don't get it. I wouldn't give someone power of attorney. And I tell you now, I wouldn't have a manager in charge of my $100 million fortune either. Yeah. He paid himself and Priscilla $1.6 million a year over some years. Millions would disappear that way. Well, I'm an outsider, but I think she was embezzled for an absolute fortune. And just in my opinion, I think it wasn't just Barry Siegel. I think there was a few involved. I think she has been very gullible. He has filed a motion to dismiss Presley's lawsuit, but she is fighting his motion in her latest 16-page court filing. Her lawyers blast back, saying despite allowing the trust asset to be run to ruin, Siegel profited richly from his service as trustee. Between 2005 and the time of the American Idol bankruptcy, Siegel billed $4.9 million to manage the trust, an average annual salary of $700,000 per year. Had Siegel disclosed the trust's true financial condition to Presley and restricted spending to the trust income rather than its principal asset, Presley would have lived comfortably on an annual budget of between $1.5 million to $2 million per year after taxes. On this budget, Siegel's lucrative compensation package would have amounted to between 40 to 50% of Presley's post-tax annual budget an amount she undoubtedly would not have agreed to have had she been aware of her true financial condition. Instead of telling Presley the truth, Siegel covered up the dire straits of her finances, says her lawyer. Siegel repeatedly led Lisa to believe she was in good shape with her finances and documents. She obviously really trusted him. Her attorneys cited several emails from Siegel responding to inquiries from Presley about how her trust fund was faring. I mean, the fact that she relied on just him doesn't sound right to me. So we're in good shape on your finances. We're okay. Be assured that we are doing everything on our end to maintain both your current lifestyle and the future of your family. Siegel allegedly told Presley. According to the new documents, Presley has fired Siegel and Provident in 2015. Okay, so now we've got a date. Because Nadia, you asked me this, didn't you? When did Barry Siegel go off Elvis Presley Enterprises? And according to this, it was 2015. Now, I'm guessing that he was also running Gracelands as well. Yeah? After discovering that Siegel had kept her in the dark about the trust financial condition, having lost more than 100 million in only 10 years and putting the trust deeply in debt. So he was doing it for 10 years. So Barry Siegel must have been running things from 2005. Yeah? Let's have a look. So Presley's lawsuit, which was a hearing on Monday, blames her losses on Siegel's 2005 decision to sell 85% of her trust stock in Elvis Presley Enterprises, the trust's largest asset at the time. Right, so we've mentioned this a few times. So right, in 2005 it was sold. I think, wasn't it sold to that billionaire? Tell me, do any of you remember his name? Was it Bill something? He was an entrepreneur, billionaire, and he's also was an Elvis fan. And he come along and paid 100. Did he pay 100 million for it or 50 million for it? We all think together as fans, we don't feel that Elvis Presley Enterprises should ever have been sold. Ever. It should never have happened. Priscilla should not have allowed it to happen. Now, Lisa Marie should not have allowed it to happen. I just think it's crazy that Elvis Presley Enterprises is 85% of it is not owned by the Presley bloodline. It drives me mad. It should belong to Riley Keough and the twins. And it's run by companies. There's lots of companies that are involved in the running of EPE. And obviously, Jack, what's his name? Joe Weishankar, I'm not sure how he got his foot in the door. He obviously parted with a lot of money. He also has a massive, very, very successful company, doesn't he? That represents many famous brands and famous celebrities. Many of them dead. Like Muhammad Ali, I think. I just think, according to Siegel, 85% of EPE was worth 100 million at the time. Yet in the sale, the trust received net of taxes approximately 40 million cash and 25 million in stock in American Idol's future holding company, the paperwork states. Now, as far as we know, American Idol went bust, didn't it? So that investment went wrong. But I can see why they invested in American Idol, because wasn't it a massive success for a while? So I can see why Barry Siegel thought it was a good investment. But you should be playing with Lisa Marie's money like that, in my opinion. When the new investment didn't generate enough income, Siegel began liquidating the trust principal assets to keep Presley in the same lifestyle she had been before the sale of EPE, actually recommending that Presley spend at a budget that was twice her after-tax income. So I'm guessing he was selling property, selling Elvis memorabilia, Elvis archives, Elvis, Who knows what he was liquidating? Who knows? Ultimately, Siegel allowed Presley to spend 39 million of 40 million in liquidity that the trust received in EPE sale of a span of only 4 years between 2005 and 2008, even though the trust provided that the assets were supposed to last Presley for the rest of her life and provide security for children. Well, it's a mess. It's a total mess. And the way I see it, I have to say they're all responsible. And no offense to Lisa Marie, but they're all jointly responsible for this mess. We're talking a lot of money here that they rely on to live. And they're trusting Barry Siegel. You know, Lisa Marie and Priscilla Presley, and they should have been right in there. And if Priscilla Presley has been involved in this, which many have been saying that she was, then Priscilla Presley had a lot to answer for, didn't she? And this probably explains why she sold off one of her homes to try and give money back to Lisa Marie for this mess. I also heard, this is just rumor, hearsay, that when the transaction happened, that Priscilla Presley may have received $13 million as a kickback. So is that true, guys? What do you know? So let's have a look. So predictably, the holding company of American Idol went bankrupt, and after American Idol aired its last season, as a result, in 1 week alone, the trust lost $24.5 million out of $25 million. Crazy. Presley, who was only 9 when her fame... Oh, we don't want to read all that. By 2010, two mortgages that the trust owned, one in Hawaii and in Hidden Hills, California, the mortgages were more than the properties were worth. Yet Siegel agreed that she could spend another $9 million on the estate in England, because she moved to England, didn't she, for a while, and she spent $9 million in that estate of money that she didn't have. To make matters worse, Siegel structured the English estate transaction so that the entire trust was used as collateral for the mortgage, which a balloon payment of $6.7 million in December 2015. Predictably, the trust was unable to make the balloon payment when it became due, putting the trust into default and the entirety of its assets at risk, as they were all at risk to this day. It's a mess, isn't it? It's a total mess. Siegel even failed to pay the trust taxes charges. Now, this sort of explains why Priscilla has no money, doesn't it? Because Priscilla, it sounds to me like Priscilla completely messed up, blew all the money, blew all of Lisa Marie's money. Barry Siegel lost all his money. And now we know why there is no money, because it all got wasted. As a result of Siegel's conduct, the trust owes millions of dollars in back taxes to the US and the UK authorities. The documents state that Presley is 16 million in debt. Now, I'm guessing this is Lisa Marie. And 10 million of that in back taxes, according to the papers. She has filed a bitter divorce from Michael Lockwood, who was 56, who's asking Lisa Marie to pay him $263,000 a year so that he can enjoy a lifestyle that is closer to his marital status of living. But the thing is, she didn't have any money, Mr. Lockwood. She didn't have any money. Earlier this month, the couple, who were married 10 years and have 9-year-old twin daughters, Harper and Finley, went to LA in a superior court to see if their lawyers could reach a settlement without going to trial, but they were unable to reach an agreement, and the divorce, and first filed by Lisa Marie on June 13, 2016, is now set for a 4-day trial. A mess, guys. I know this is like old news, but what a mess. What a mess. And I completely see now how all the money was squandered. Bad management. But I will say this. If you are, like with me, I have a company. and you have your eye on everything. You have to be closely checking everything. I'm lucky because my partner is my twin, so we do everything. But I wouldn't hand over control or management to other people. No way. No way. Right. Let's have a look. I actually found that quite interesting. Let me go back on your comments a bit. So I can see you guys are chatting, and you basically agree with what I'm saying. It's a mess. It's a total mess. And the fact that Bridget Cruz has now thrown him back into the spanner, the spanner into the works, that he was the guy that was responsible for the making of the Priscilla film. Well, that's another mess, because by the sounds of it, no one made any money out of the Priscilla film. Not Priscilla, not Sophia Coppola, and definitely not Barry Siegel. And by the sounds of it, nor Bridget Cruz, because it sounds to me like Bridget Cruz hasn't been getting paid, even though she supposedly bought the rights to her likeness, her image, her name. Yeah. And by the sounds of it, I read that the name Priscilla Presley has already been sold before. So the only part of the name they could use was Scylla. Scylla. Have you read that, guys? Yeah. And that's it. And Nadia mentions it, that this countersuing says that Bridget Cruz took £40,000 using her power of attorney out of Navarone's bank account. But my question isn't that. My question is, why is $40,000 being put into Navarone's bank account? Navarone has nothing to do with Bridget Cruz and the auction company, or does he? Was he part of the deal that they agreed? I don't know. Bridget, what do you say to that? So who knows what goes on behind the scenes, guys? Who knows what was signed in these contracts? You know what? Maybe one day we'll see these contracts, because I think Bridget Cruz does mention that there's a way of us seeing these contracts. I'll just check that. Let me just read that to you guys quickly. So Bridget Cruz. Now we're trying to talk about the Navarone $40,000 that was put in his bank account. Let's have a look. I just want to see the wording of that paragraph that she sent us early this morning. God, I get so many messages, guys. I think the quickest way to find it is if I look on the subscribers. Let's have a look. Let's find it. Too many messages, guys. Too many messages. No, it's not there. Let's have a look. Is that it? Let's have a look. Please review the contracts in the public filings of FL lawsuits. Please review the contracts in the public filings of FL lawsuits. So she's telling us where to see a copy of these contracts. Now, I wouldn't know how to do that. I think Deborah was saying she thinks she might maybe look into it. But it would be interesting to see what contracts Priscilla signed, what she agreed to. Be interesting to know. I don't think Bridget minds us knowing what was signed. It's all going to come out anyway in the court documents, I think. So, substance use disorder nurse. How can Priscilla keep making personal appearances? She has already abuse that is for people that are really disabled. Shame on her. She is just trying to get money, and her lazy son. Hi, Jean. You okay, Jean? How are you? You have a point, Jean. Joy, I agree with you. If what would Priscilla Presley be doing now if she had stayed in Germany with her parents? Who knows what would have happened? Who knows? You're right, Linda. He would. Yeah, but Nadia, I'm not one for reading loads of documents. You know, I want to see the highlights. I'll wait for the highlights to come out because we'll all get these big news companies around the world, like NBC. Eventually, they all get the documents, like TMZ and that. They all get the documents, and then they give you the highlighted bits. I'd rather read that than fish through an hour of documents because I just find it really boring. I know Rhonda doesn't mind reading them, does she? But it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? You just want to hear the highlights. So anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it a day. The point of tonight's live was I wanted to quickly re-go over the Bridget Cruz bits. If Bridget Cruz is watching this, thank you. Thank you for reaching out to our lovely channel. And I can tell that you care about Elvis fans. So, and you wanted Elvis fans to know, and you broke down your reasons very clearly in your comments. So thank you, Bridget Cruz. It means a lot to us. So I wanted to go through the Bridget Cruz stuff very quickly, but because Bridget Cruz said that Barry Siegel was the one who orchestrated, her words, the making of the Priscilla film, I wanted to learn more about Barry Siegel and just refresh myself because I've gone through all that before a while ago, but I'm fully refreshed now with Barry Siegel and Lisa Marie Presley. So I did everything I wanted to do tonight, even though I'm quite tired. I've refreshed myself. Now, I would now like to know what Priscilla Presley's involvement was with Barry Siegel in 2015. I'd like to know between 2005 and 2015 a bit more about why Elvis Presley Enterprises, at some point, 85% of it was sold off. I'd even like to know why Barry Siegel was appointed as the manager on behalf of Lisa Marie. You know, these are the kinds of things I'd like to know about. So that's it, guys. I'm going to say goodbye to you. I'll see you in the morning. We'll do another one. We'll do some more phone lives. So I want to thank Team Elvis. Team Elvis, we're going to do some more phone lives so you can take care of business. So it is Team Elvis taking care of business. Nadia says it on her comments, and I like it. Team Elvis taking care of business. I like that. And when we're doing these live streams, you are taking care of business. And I'm giving you tender loving care. Tender loving care from me. So thanks everyone for joining. Please subscribe if you're watching this. There's 16 of you watching. Please subscribe to the channel and like. And you're welcome to join in at any time. Anyone watching now that has not put their names on here and where they're from, you're very welcome. We are a friendly family. We are a friendly family, and we welcome you in to defend Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. So thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. Finola and Deborah and Jill, Linda, Nadia, and Seoul. I think Gio was on. Teresa. We have Mikdan. Joy, of course. I think I've covered everyone. And we have Jean as well. Thanks, Jean. Obviously, Linda, Patricia. Some of you might have gone to sleep by now. I don't know. It's very late for some of you, isn't it? It's late. It's in the evening for some of you. Depends what country you're in. Let me just see that last comment. Let's scroll it up so we can see all the comments. Yeah. So Garibaldi introduced Siegel to Lisa Marie. Ain't that the rub? Most people refuse to refer to the financial managers for this work. Yeah. It was a mess. Reading through that. Oof. Yeah. All that hard work went into making all that money over all those decades, and it got squandered like it was buying chocolate bars. Crazy. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the morning. I appreciate all of you. You all mean the world to me. And become a member, guys. If you want to be a member, click the member button. Take care.